This is grill and grind. Well, you gotta get it how you live it, putting you up on game and life. Real life, real talk. It's the podcast where we talk to people that are doing something with their life. People that are out here making it happen, and so we're gonna put you up on game.
Time again, Brothers in Arms Barbecue Grill and Grind Show. We live on YouTube. Y'all make some noise. Cue the volume is low. We need to adjust the volume. Anyway, man, we live action with me. We got one of our heroes here with us tonight, man. You know, before we introduce them, man, we're gonna go our announcements and everything else that we have going on with Brothers in Arms Barbecue, Colonel Crab, and everything alike. Hey, we just got over Valentine's Day weekend, man. Any y'all boys do anything special?
I did. I went and seen Michael Blackston at Experience. Pretty good show.
Okay.
My wife brought a car. My fiance got another car. So
Really?
Yeah. So
What happened to the Mustang? The Mustang?
we're talking about putting it on Toro.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
gotta figure that out.
What kind of car you got now?
The Buick.
Okay.
Buick Envision.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What about you, Don? What you do anything? You do anything special?
Nothing. Zilch.
I know that's right, man. Hey, Joe, what about you, Joe?
For Valentine's
Yeah, what you do, man?
work.
I know that's right.
Right.
They got to grind and shine, baby. Yes, sir.
mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. And we did the same here at Brothers Don's Barbecue with Colonel
of
Crab. We was out at the skate park in Castleberry. They had a skate park, Valentine's Day skate park. So we was
White
able to,
people, I take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know it. You know it. It was not
Whites.
one of us there. but us. But we was out there doing our due diligence, man, and we also was open at the gas station, so we had a double header all at one setting. But I think, you know, like we was talking on the last podcast, you know, when you do, we all married except you married, right, Don? And Joe the only one that's single. And he's getting ready. He's getting ready to get married here. So, you know, when you love every day, you have to, you know, put emphasis on one
Absolutely.
particular
Right.
thing. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? That's I totally agree, man. So we had to go get the money because, you know, most important, you got to keep these lights on.
Absolutely.
But anyway, man.
Hold on. I'm not gonna let you speak.
Oh,
fast.
Lord.
Yeah, I need to hear
man.
about that incident that you had.
Oh,
I
man.
seen on Facebook.
Oh, man. We're going to talk about that online.
Yeah, please. Let's do it.
Lord.
Let's do it. Let's go.
So
there.
Friday, you know, we got the Colonel Crab and Brothers Don's Barbecue. We done teamed up and everything. So this one particular time, I don't eat seafood. I'm allergic to shellfish. And we was wrapping it up.
I
and
saw it
I
online,
had
dog.
not ate all day. And I seen a sausage. She hadn't already separated the sausages and the eggs and everything else. So I seen this plump sausage as we cleaning it up.
Boom.
Then I had put it in my mouth. I instantly regretted it. I tasted shellfish. And I was like, I think I shouldn't be eating this. I spit it out. My work was like, bro, you going to be all right? I hope so. I started rapidly declining. So I was like breaking down like about a minute. So I was able to get the food truck back to here so we can unload it because we had an event the next day. You know, it's mission accomplishment first. I'm a Marine in me. I ain't going to let, you know, I'm not going to, you know, go down. You know, drink some water and suck it up, buttercup. You know what I mean? So I get here and as they're still talking, the crew talking about, yeah, well, y'all shut up. Like, I feel like I'm dying here. I was about to lay on the carpet in there. I said, I'm just going to go home. They felt so bad for me, Don. They followed me home. And it's like, bro, you was staggering as you walk out. I'm just going to take a little shower, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? Man, Destiny had another plan for me. I couldn't even lay down, man. I had to take myself to the emergency room, man. They started clowning me in the emergency room because they knew who I was.
Right. Wow.
I just said, how'd you get sick on your own supply?
Wow.
Hey, so let's learn, man. So now more than ever, I'm definitely going to stick away from the shellfish,
Absolutely.
especially with folks that actually have allergies because that is really serious.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
as you
yeah.
get older,
Yes.
it can get very detrimental. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the allergies, man.
I'm glad you're all right, brother.
Very.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. But tonight's show, man, I want to introduce my good friend, man. It's been a brother to me ever since we met. You know, I seen this brother. He was doing things for the community over here in Sanford and just Central Florida, period. Just an overall good brother, man. He supports the military. He's been doing things as a personality. He keeps it real, 1,000%. He ain't gonna sugarcoat anything. But when I reached out to him, from a post that you did a couple years ago, and you was like, bring that brother in. You know what I'm saying? We brought some ribs, brought you,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Some
yeah,
food
yeah.
to the radio station, and ever since then it's been history, man. So I appreciate you, man,
Appreciate you, man.
for coming to the Rock Out with the Grill and Grind show, man. But I wanted you to tell the viewers, man, what you got going on and how you got started and everything else. We want to hear it all, brother.
Man, well, it's been a long, long time, and I just want to say that timing is everything, and I think that a lot of us don't put the emphasis on timing that we should. Timing, being in the right place, being in the right spot, but also treating people right and making sure that whenever you're out, you walking and living your life like somebody who garners respect. Right? You being out being a jerk is highly likely you're going to come back around and meet somebody who remember that person.
Right.
And so, nothing I've done is about me. It's about the things I've done to get to this point in terms of just treating people right.
Right.
And I stumbled into radio along with a friend of mine more than 20 years ago, Holly Holloman, who just recently passed away last year. He's a great guy. And we just kind of, there's a gentleman by the name of Jonathan Sebastian Blount, who's the founder, one of the original founders of Essence Magazine, who suggested I try radio more than 20 years ago. And I was like, no, he was like, dude, you got to do it. So I did it. I landed my first show on a pastor's gospel station. It was an FM gospel station. And it was owned by a pastor in Orlando, Bishop Wiggins, Alan Wiggins.
Alan Wiggins, yeah.
And so Alan hired me and Holly, and then he bitched out and he fired us. And I just want to say to Alan, thanks. Okay, but Bishop Wiggins, he's good. He's a good dude. He just, sometimes in life, right, when you ain't your own boss,
Right.
the perception of being your own boss is a trick.
Right. It is.
The game is
It
to
really
be sold and what? Not told. This dude is out here.
right.
So he fired us, right? And had people come in and escort us out the station. And everybody was listening to the show. We go in the commercial. We don't come back.
Yeah.
And about a week after that, I got a call from another guy who had a station. White dude was like, hey, I don't care what you say. You come over here. And that was it for us. And we felt bad. We left black radio and kind of went on out into the stratosphere. But I want to thank Alan T.D. Wiggins for helping me out.
Yeah.
He helped me out. I was over there with them Christian soldiers, and them little women was bringing pies and cakes. And I'm like, you go in the back room and get a potato pie and a sloppy toppy. I'm sorry, that's inappropriate, but it's the truth. But again, yeah, so I started in radio.
Hey, speak the truth, though.
Started in radio and moved around a lot. Then we landed a couple of really good gigs, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful blessing to be able to work, especially for small operations, 15, 20 station owners that are not going to put pressure on you to push a narrative.
Right.
Shout out to Florida Man Radio, Shannon Burke, and those guys over there who brought me in and was like, this you fit here. Shout out to Bubba the Love Sponge.
Right.
And all these guys, Howard Stern and these guys who was like, okay, because that it's all about being in the right place at the right time. But to be picked up in the right place at the right time, you got to be on your game.
Right. That's right.
Absolutely, man. That is very true, man.
But this ain't about me.
So how long you been?
This will be 23 years that I've been in radio. Started a little station in Mims, Florida, in it was a cornfield maybe, I don't know. It was in the middle of Mims, in a tall 6'9" transvestite on the radio station, and used to be it was a giant tranny, right? I was like, man, we pull up to the station, we in the car, and the tranny come out, welcome, and we like, that's a tranny. But shout out to, he's now no longer with us. I think his name Mr. or Mrs. Sylvester or Susan or something. Anyway,
Whoever
but
it is, right?
shout out to the tranny who helped a brother out too. Trannies help too.
They're still people.
Absolutely. Tranny lives matter. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I took the smart one.
Hey, listen. And then it was info.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so it's been a good run. But what I love about this, and I want you guys to remember, I came here and shared this with you guys.
Right.
I'm about messages oftentimes. If you can't speak your mind and go sleep at night,
Right.
then you're in the wrong profession.
Right. That's
Okay.
right.
If you got to be careful who you offend, Because like in the summer of '84, I'd stop caring. Okay, like
Right.
you know what I mean? I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Right.
Right.
Okay, and so I just if you want to do this right, there are thousands and millions of podcasts every day. You can click any button on any internet screen and you can find a podcast.
That's right.
That's true.
But the people that you see and you feel like they're presenting a genuine conversation, those are the people you want to gravitate toward.
Right.
No matter what they're talking about.
Right.
And so I just want to thank the Lord, thank God, my Savior. And he know I talk about trannies and all kind of other stuff because he know my heart. That's what my grandmother would say. He know my heart.
Right. Absolutely.
But I just want to say that just find your niche.
Right.
If I can tell anybody, people ask for advice, I can't get nobody no advice. I come from a broken home. I don't know my daddy. I can go down the list.
Right.
But I found my niche, and my niche was being respectful and just always being ready for the moment to hit.
That's right.
And I think that's the
that.
best
I
advice
like
I
that.
could give anybody.
Yeah.
That's
I like
dope,
that.
man. That's dope. So Don, when did you realize your voice carried weight, man? When you know that, like, you know, this is me.
Watch this. Glad you brought that up. Hey, Amber's like, oh God, I know where this is going. We were live on the air. We were on a station called I don't remember, maybe the Big 810, which is a station in Orlando. Me and D'Amica Page, who was with me for 15 years on air. You remember D'Amica Page?
Yep.
And my intern came in the studio and said, hey, Mr. Miller, we were in a commercial break. He was like, there are people outside with signs. They're boycotting you. Wow. And I was like, for real? Wow. And I was like, so we get up and run to the window, and it's a bunch of trannies. Wow. It's an LGBT. But that's when trannies was a member of the LGBT, right? Now they got the tranny, anyway. And so I was like you said, something about the gay community that they don't like, and they're boycotting you.
Wow.
And I was like, great, buy them some pizzas. Okay? It's a true story. Buy them some pizzas. Go order 5 pizzas. And it was probably like 14 of them, right? And just give them the pizza, right? And we went back on there act like it never happened. So that's when I realized that people were listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Pretty crazy, ain't it?
That's what's up.
That's wild.
Hey, so when we get boycotted, then we know
We went to buy some
That's when you win.
Want some
We're gonna get some ribs.
Absolutely. Yep.
And we gonna tighten them up real quick, man.
Yeah.
So Don, so what did early grind of radio look like? What did that look like?
Finding a good person or a good team that were not afraid to engage in the type of conversation that I thought was appealing.
Okay.
I've had people who are like, no, I can't. I've had a couple of people I bring it in the show to be a part of the show, and they were like, no, man, I ain't gonna be on here.
Right.
You know, I had a producer be like, no, I'm good.
Right.
I'm like, dude, I'm giving you some money. Hey, I'd rather be broke than be on here. And and he still broke my day. But the point is, so I just finding the right people. Shout out to D'Amica Page, who's been with me. 6'3", you know D'Amica. She's international fitness model.
Right.
But she's brilliant. She's a scholar.
Right.
She was with me when they were like, girl, I can't believe you sitting there with him.
Wow.
Shout out to Holly Holloman. Of course, Tesla Figaro, who's famous, and Jamel Hill. These people sat in with me and never turned their backs on me, even though I was right up on the line. And I think I've lasted a long time. I've turned down a lot of money because I just don't want to be the guy that you own. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at the end of the day, I can go home, I can go out and do what I do and chill out without knowing that I got to go and march to somebody else's drum. And I'm not knocking people for doing it, but I don't respect them.
Right.
I don't respect you.
Right.
You can't, if you sell your soul for some sixpence, I ain't got nothing for you. Okay?
I feel you. So, like coming up, like in just with that, you know, with the controversy and just speaking your mind as a black man, how did that look?
So, see, I love that question, and I'll tell you why I love that question. Because speaking your mind as a person should be what you say, as opposed to speaking your mind as a black man. The black community is the only community in existence that allows our enemy to pick our enemy.
Oh, wow.
Follow me?
That's deep.
I had to take a drink.
We
I had
are
to take
the
one.
only, we are the only community that allow people who've disrespected us, who have treated us badly to tell us who to support and who to get behind and who to like. We cannot continue to allow our enemy to pick our enemy. And one of the greatest things one of the greatest quotes that I live by, Stephen Biko, was a brilliant scholar. And one of the things he said that I will never forget, the greatest weapon of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
Yeah. Wow.
And that is the black community in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say that you guys have a platform. Just treat your platform as it is the most important part of you. When these mics come on and what you say,
That's
there are
right.
people out there watching and listening.
That's right.
There are people out there seeking knowledge.
That's right.
You cannot lead them in a bad way. And I'm telling you, I see it so much. I see people attach themselves without knowledge.
Right.
The worst thing we can do is have an attachment without knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. So this is something that you enjoy. It's like you say you do something else as well.
Yeah.
But this is
Bunch
like
of other stuff.
So this what you say was your favorite, because you do a couple different things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I worked with
Entrepreneurship
athletes for 20 plus years.
Okay. In what capacity?
Managing, and I did not. It got to a point where I didn't like it. It ain't about money. When I stopped loving money, I think I became a much better person. I love the ability to feed the family and to have a few things that you like. But but when you out here on that zest and that quest to get every penny you can bid, then when I stopped, when that became secondary, then I think I became a much better person. So I was turned off by what I saw. Look, if you can't grow if you don't know, right?
Right.
And I just believe, as Frederick Douglass said so eloquently, knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave.
Right.
And so my point is, when I saw that I was zesting and chasing this paper and the kind of dude I was because of the quest for the paper, I didn't like that guy.
Yeah.
And so I had to figure out a way to just not love the money and love a mission. And so I found that out. I put all that on God, not on me, because I'm telling you, you can be a shit show if you chase money.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think at some point I had to find that out. But I love what I do. I love talking to people. I love engaging with people. But I also love giving back. You know, you don't have a whole lot. Have to have a lot. See, the perception is you got to have a lot to give back.
Right.
You can have a little and give back bigger than the people with a lot.
Right.
That's
You
so
know what I mean? 'Cause
rewarding.
you giving
So
up
rewarding.
yourself,
That's
right?
True. That's true.
And so I just think treat people right. Find in your heart. If you see somebody going through something, just reach out. And a kind word goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It changed your whole perception of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Don, I mean, I heard you say that. So, when was that shift? Like, what age could you say that shift
Wednesday.
happened?
No, probably. I think probably 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, might be 20 years, 21 years ago. But it happened at a time when I realized I had to look at myself and was like, dude, you tripping.
Okay.
And it really made a difference, right? Because at what point is enough, right? Enough's what is enough? You know, everybody
Enough
wants
is
everything.
never enough.
Right.
Right.
If you live in the mindset
Yeah.
that enough ain't enough,
Right.
then you're going to have problems.
That's right.
And I wanted to get over them problems 20 years ago as opposed to my 60-some-year-old ass today.
Right.
So, yes, it made a giant difference. And I just started moving in a different circle. I had to rid myself of people who still lived in that mindset. Oftentimes, people that I enjoyed their company. Like, you know, I had some buddies of mine that was like, you know, I was like, nah, man, I'm going to go on to the house. You know what I mean? and because when is enough enough?
Right.
And that's just not money. That's dealing with women and a whole bunch of other aspects. When is enough enough?
Right.
Don't you feel that peace taking your ass home?
Right.
Huh? Am I right?
Yeah.
It's just
that's right.
peaceful. Ain't it peaceful?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we need to tell these young guys, dog, man.
Yeah.
It's nothing like going to the house and the sheets are clean.
That's right.
And the house smell good.
That's
and you
right.
can go to sleep and you ain't got to hide your phone.
Yeah.
and all that nonsense.
Talk about it.
Am I right?
I think we all had a moment
Yeah.
in our lives. I can talk for me.
Right.
To where you had to change your company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to change your company.
Absolutely.
I heard somebody say, like, if you want to know what your future is going to be like, look at your company around you.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know if I had to do that.
I think that is one of the greatest things you can do.
Yeah.
Evaluate. I call it a I call it a self-evaluation moment, right?
Right.
And I do it every year. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna deal with him no more. Even
Right.
today, you got just people in your space, man. Your space is important. Your space is valuable, and you just got to rid Sometimes you got to just rid yourself
Do
of some
that
people.
inventory. Yeah.
Very true, man.
Very important.
true. Yeah, and being in this space with entrepreneurship, coming out of the military, you know, it's about growth, and then you
Man,
those
I'm so
people
proud
that
of you,
started.
boy.
man.
I appreciate that. And I love what you're
Yes,
doing,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir. It's just come with growth.
I did think I was gonna smell some barbecue when I walked there. We
got something else for
got
you.
no damn barbecue, man. I'm like, man, I can't wait. I fasted all day coming to get some barbecue.
Hey, we got some more Black History food for you, man.
I'm good, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, man. And then you, like I said, you're a very strong supporter of the military, man.
Absolutely.
You talk about it all the time in your show,
Yes,
man.
I do.
What inspired you to have that such strong support for?
Because I know how valuable it has been to the black community.
Yeah.
And so often, you know, first of all, you got to understand who controls your media. So once you find out who controls your media, what you get, then you got to take your time and you got to decipher that, right? And I know for a fact how black men have been treated coming back from the military, going all the way back. See, they talked to us about the Tuskegee Airmen. The Tuskegee Airmen were treated much better than the guys who came before them. Let's be clear, right?
Yeah.
And because every Tuskegee Airman went in with rank. Let's be clear.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct. They was officers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but when you look at the guys who, the young men who went to Vietnam, okay, and served this country and came back, oftentimes dope fiends. Okay. Of course, we all know
Family
about,
was a part of that.
we all know about Agent Orange, and we don't know the great figures from the Vietnam War. And one name, when I think about this, is why I love it so much. My mama had a friend, and her son was a guy named Milton Olive, O-L-I-V-E. You can always go back and Google that name. Milton Olive was a young man in Vietnam, black man from Chicago, who threw himself on a hand grenade and died while serving, a young kid. And so I remember how his mom was initially treated and how she ended up being treated later because certain people came to the forefront of the conversation. But I respect people who serve this country.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm offended when I see people who serve this country sleeping under bridges or homeless or in any capacity like that, right? I think that the government has an obligation to take care of them first before you take care of me.
Right. That's
Okay?
Totally agree.
And it bothers me when I look at the millions and billions of dollars, and I go on a tangent, but stay with me.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
When
Yes,
I
sir.
look at the amount of money that has been spent on illegal immigration,
Yeah.
and not even a tenth of that has been spent on servicing and taking care of our veterans.
Yeah.
Man, y'all can kiss Don Miller's booty on that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I always
Right.
had this question in my mind. You know, especially when I was young, we go to church, we take I-4, and whenever we come back home, we get off on I-4 on Colonial. There's always a man was standing there with a sign, veteran, need help. So when I saw that, I'm like, man, I was a kid, you know, but I'm like, my question was, if he's in the service, defending this country, you know, fighting for our freedom, whatever they doing, why is he out here doing that? You know what I'm saying? That was my question.
Yeah.
And to what you were just saying, like, they should be the first priority. If they're gonna be out here doing security for America,
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
you should take care of these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because what they going through is psychological, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. But
We're not gonna. Some people see it, some people don't. They go through something out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
My brother went through it. I got another partner I went to school with that went through it. Ain't been the same since.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That
We
to
owe
me,
them.
that should be
Yeah,
the
we owe 'em.
priority to take care of these people, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
can never
I totally
understand
agree.
why why it's not happening?
I think, again, it goes back, and I talk about this a lot, and I know people don't want to hear it. Just go and pull the voting records of the people we vote for in Congress who look like us and how they vote on military issues. It's public record.
Yeah.
You would be amazed at how the people who look like us fall in line with many of the other people who don't support vehemently, 100 in, support our troops. Wow. And you would be stunned. Yeah, and that's the problem, right?
Very true.
There's a guy used to be the mayor of San Diego, California, by the name of Bob Fieldner. Bob was the ranking member on Veterans Affairs about 18 years ago. Bob came to us, and I was on a part of a program where we wrote a program called VASH, Veterans Assisted Housing. And they set aside a lot of money yearly so that they could build housing for homeless veterans. This goes, by the time this gets to Congress, they had caveated it so much that if you had been arrested with more than 2 misdemeanors, what homeless person they had at least 2 misdemeanors, right?
Right.
So most of the money,
is a misdemeanor.
most of the money ended up going back every year.
Wow.
But those are people. Look, you got to know who you vote for too.
Yeah.
Okay, black folk, we've been voting wrong a long ass time. And we should spend more time studying because it's easy to see how they voted on our issues.
Right.
And they just throw people out in front of us just because they look like us, and we support it. How did you vote on this issue?
Right.
What is your voting record with Veterans Affairs?
Right.
It's easy to look.
Yeah.
So, so I support the veterans, people who serve this country, something I didn't do. And I support it 100%, as we all should.
Right.
And there should not be anybody who served this country living on the street or not have access to medical care.
At least some kind of help.
Absolutely.
And,
100%.
rehabilitation.
Absolutely. Right. We're spending money on people who ain't did a damn thing for this country.
That's right.
The Gonzalez family. I'm sorry, I said that y'all didn't. All right, they sneaking in, getting more than
At least some kind of rehabilitation, man.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, so Don, as a growing up man, as a black historical figure that inspired you personally, who would that be?
Man, that's tough. And it's tough to say a name because there have been so many. And since this is Black History Month,
Yes. Yeah.
let's spend a few minutes on Carter G. Woodson, right?
Right.
He started Black History Week
Okay.
that later became Black History Month in 1976 under, I think, Gerald Ford. Carter G. Woodson, undergrad, University of Chicago, went to Harvard, one of the first blacks to graduate with a PhD from Harvard, maybe the first black, okay? Just a brilliant scholar whose whole life was the study of Negro history. And so, yes, I would probably say somebody like Carter G. Woodson, but there are so many other people that we've never heard of.
Right.
Because think about it, growing up in school, they gave us, every time you asked about a great black person doing Black History Month, they gave us people who did shit with their hands.
Yeah.
Inventors.
Yeah. Right.
We were scholars too.
Yeah.
Right? But we didn't learn about the scholars.
Right.
We learned about the guy who built something.
That's right.
And
Hard worker.
Am I right?
Hard worker, yeah.
Yeah, we learned about the guy who built something, right? So the perception as a kid is like we were good with our hands, right? And I think that was set up purposely. But there were some really brilliant scholars who just made a giant difference in our lives, but they didn't get the attention. And so when somebody else is writing your curriculum,
Right.
that don't look like you, don't expect them to put you on. I'm just telling you the whole story. Right?
That's the whole thing, man.
You ain't writing your own curriculum. All right, you're going to get some curveballs. Yeah, he built the stoplight. Yeah. No, okay. Who graduated? You know what I mean? Where they graduate from.
Right.
Correct.
And I'll hit you with this. And this is why I don't celebrate Black History Month. Because they don't tell me, I need the truth about Black History Month, right? Negro History Week, when you go back, and one of the greatest books you can read is The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson.
I ordered it last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
That out.
Say that again to the viewers. What's it called again?
Carter G. Woodson, The Miseducation of the Negro.
Okay.
Now listen, though. Watch this. I'm going to go around this table, and let me see if you guys can answer this question. Howard University, who is it named after?
I don't know.
A white man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
Most of them are.
Morehouse. That was Rockefeller's wife. I mean, Spelman.
most of
Spelman
them.
was Rockefeller's
I know
wife.
that. Yeah,
Morehouse was a white man. You can go down the list.
Most of them
Okay.
are all HBCUs.
Yes.
So
Am I lying?
I'm
it's
floored.
listen, bro. I be trying to tell people, dog.
Yes.
That's wild.
It's all
You
the
didn't know that?
stage.
No.
It's the
Howard was
stage.
white. Huh?
Wow.
You could go down the list.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, you would be stunned. Cookman was a Caucasian.
Wow.
Okay? Did you know
Stop
that?
it, I said.
No.
Okay, yes.
I'm
So it wasn't Mary McLeod.
No, Dr. Bethune, absolutely. But Cookman was a white guy. Okay?
Wow.
Right. So when you look at the funding mechanism for many of these schools, because the perception is, let me just say something.
Wake up.
Wow.
Wake up, people.
This is the perception, guys. The perception is that every white person was a racist in that era. Every white person was against the Negro. When you go look at the history of these HBCUs, right? I promise you, Hampton was not a Negro. Okay? You go down the list, right? Rockefeller's wife, Miss Spelman, gave the money to start that school.
Yes.
And you go from state, you name a HBCU, I'll tell you the basis of it. And overwhelmingly, if you go to Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, all these places, right? So a few of them were, but most of them were not.
Wow.
And that is, and they
Right,
don't, no,
right.
but again, you let people write your curriculum
Yeah.
who may not have your best interest.
Right.
Okay? Because the whole conversation about everybody was a racist, at one point we going to get tired of that.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Huh?
Right.
At
Yeah.
what- huh? Long as we,
right.
if we keep this, perpetuating this, everybody was a racist, we're going to always lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my point on that.
Yeah.
That's true. Shots fired.
I agree with you. I've been saying this, and I've been saying this for a long time.
Yeah, they think
So
you're crazy,
I
don't
do
they?
my homework.
They think you're crazy, don't they? They be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, there's a reason for everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%, man.
These people start these programs for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to make it look good. That's a big part of it.
So that next question was, who
Right.
would you sit down for an hour with? And it would be you, Dunn. I need to just sit down with you and have a cigar.
Right.
No, you know what? No, I just believe that find yourself a group of people, especially men. I tell anybody this, man. I love you, bro. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Men need men.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah,
We talk about it all the time.
Am I right?
Yeah,
we talk about it all the
Men
time.
need men.
that's right.
Right.
Men, and then one of the biggest problem is men don't have men.
To look
Men
up
don't
to.
have nobody to say, yo, cut that out. You messing
Right,
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 right?
Accountability.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah.
And so, if there was somebody I could sit down with, it would probably be something that would offend the masses because of study, okay? I would sit down with Dr. King
Okay.
and ask him why he ran that game on Black America,
Uh-oh.
okay? Stay with me.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
If I want to
I'm
take notes, get some
yeah,
notes
yeah,
ready.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So years ago, I was in California 2 weeks a month, and I was working. I had a week off. I go to Stanford University where the King papers are held, right?
Right.
And I want one of y'all to get out your smartphone, okay?
Joe,
And
you got your phone?
okay, and I go to Stanford, and the King papers are owned by Stanford. His kids sold his papers, right, to Stanford University. And I come across Dr. King's writings where he says pretty much he's not a Christian, nor has he ever professed to be a Christian. Okay? The 4 tenets of Christianity, the Virgin Mary, he didn't believe in his writings. It's public record. The resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah. So then I started to go deep. I was at that place 4 hours a day for like 4 days, right?
Wow.
Reading these papers.
Yeah.
And I was stunned. And then you go read Ralph Abernathy, his best friend's book. It's a 600-page read. It's hard to get. When you find it, it's probably $70. But I have a copy if somebody want to read it.
Right.
It's called The Walls Come Tumbling Down. It was written right before Abernathy passed away. And Abernathy exposes how a whole lot of this was created in such a light to drive. First of all, there would be no civil rights movement without the death of Emmett Till.
Okay.
Okay, let's start
Right,
at Emmett
right,
Till.
right,
Emmett
okay.
Till, 14-year-old kid, leaves Chicago, go visit his people in the South.
Right.
Allegedly whistles at a white woman. That bitch changed her mind on her deathbed. Said psych.
Right.
Go read it.
yeah.
Books don't bite.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. They don't bite.
And so, fast forward, Emmett Till dies. His mama, Mamie Till, and I love Miss Mamie. I loved her. I knew this lady. The body is shipped back to Chicago by train. They go to the funeral home on the south side of Chicago, Rayner Funeral Home. They open the body up, and the body is disfigured from being in the water so long. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. And the funeral director, Sammy Rayner, is saying, look, we got to have a closed casket. And Miss Mamie Till, who's a school teacher, Emmett's mom, says, no way. I want an open casket.
I remember reading about
And Ebony Magazine, Time Magazine, Life Magazine all converged on Chicago on the funeral of Emmett Till and posted on the cover of all of those publications the picture of Emmett Till, 14-year-old kid, in a casket, bloated and disfigured. And that's when people realized what was happening in the Deep South, right?
Right.
And that is when America said enough's enough, right? And the whole conversation about civil rights. Rosa Parks had a car. Rosa Parks is not the person that brought attention to the Montgomery bus boycott. 3 weeks ago, that lady, Claudette Colvin, died. Claudette Colvin was a 15-year-old black woman who was pregnant out of wedlock, who was arrested for not giving up her seat. But the NAACP at the time said, that was headed by a white guy because they founded it, of course. We know the story. 1909, January 09. Okay, the Jewish communities, okay, came and got a couple of Negroes and founded the National Association for the Advancement of Certain People. Stay with me. Okay, so
He said certain people.
they go and find light-skinned Rosa Parks, right? And Rosa Parks, there's a picture of Rosa Parks on the bus right before being arrested. I just happened to have a photographer from Life magazine on the bus. No, it was set up that way. If you read the Supreme Court case about the Montgomery boycott, there are four women's names, four black women names appear in this lawsuit that went before the Supreme Court that struck it down. Not one point in there do you see the name Rosa Parks.
Wow.
Okay? Because Rosa Parks, like this is how this was set up. When they were boycotting in Montgomery, a black man who had a bus line in Richmond, Virginia, several places in Virginia, offered to send 10 of his buses to Montgomery. We ain't got to work. We ain't got to do that with these white folk.
Right.
All right? I got a bus line.
Yeah, right.
Martin Luther King, they said, no. We don't go. I'm not making this up, right?
Right.
Books don't bite.
Yeah.
Then we move forward and we look at just how and what came out of it, actually. So, old man just died a few years ago. He's 91 years old. Mr. Robinson told me this story. He said, man, Donnie, I used to go see him at a place called Guardian Care, which is a nursing home,
Right.
Okay, in Orlando.
Right.
I used to go
Right.
read
I was
to
young,
see
yeah,
him.
right.
Absolutely,
I was young,
right?
yeah.
I was
So I went to
young,
see him. He told me a story. He said, man, I was down there. He said, I couldn't wait to eat. When they finally said, you can't keep us out of, it was Woolworth.
Right.
Okay?
I remember.
Right.
Woolworth had a restaurant,
Right,
the
right,
diner. You sit
right.
on the stool. He said, man, I was so excited. I got put on my best clothes, and it was time that we could go, and I went in there, and I plopped down on the seat. He said, man, I ordered, I can't remember what he told me. He said, I ordered some food, and I'm dressed now, and they bring me the food, and I tasted, and it was horrible. We did all this to come to this. There wasn't no seasoning on it, right? And the white lady cooking it was looking at me with the side eye. I got up and went around the corner to Miss Jessie.
Wow.
So what was...
He needs some milk.
So what actually was the point, right? What actually was the point? We actually had our own stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the point is when you push to listen, I don't believe in segregation, but I also believe in taking care of home.
Yeah.
Right.
We gave up a lot of stuff to sit over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And what did we benefit? I can tell you what we did. We lost 80% of our businesses immediately.
Right.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
So we got to be careful. And so when people ask me like who I would talk to, I'd probably talk to MLK and ask him a whole bunch of questions, because I know the moment of bamboozlement, if you ain't paying attention, The moment of bamboozlement, if you ain't paying attention,
Right.
it'll get you every time. So my whole thing is this, guys. I just want people to learn, to read, to engage,
Right.
and go to my book club, man. We reading good books, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so
you
you
have
have
to
a
find a
book
book
club.
club.
Just
All
go
right.
to my website.
Okay,
But
cool.
I just want people to read. So
Right.
that's the answer to that. I'm sorry I went on a tangent.
no, that's- I mean,
good.
All right.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, for real. So I want to kind of dial into Orlando, and I just want to take a quick pause. It has been some serious shootings going on. I think one occurred on Orange Center, and then one occurred at Sister Soul Food.
Yesterday.
Right.
And I just want to kind of tap into that and understand, like, what is going on in our community? Why are we having so much gun violence in that? So I know you're kind of tied to the community. You know what's going on. Can you just give me a little insight on what you feel like is going on in the community?
You know what? Let me tell you let me tell you this. I think not just this community, but all communities.
Okay.
Right? When I look at crime in our community, and I hear people talk about black on black crime a lot,
Right.
it's proximity crime. Okay? You gonna engage with people close to you. But if you know the history of the prison industrial complex
Okay.
and how that started, and generally, if you go do real research, oftentimes the people who own the record labels and distribute the records are tied. So I'll give you an example. Joe Biden wrote 37 pieces of legislation geared to incarcerate people of color. I don't like people of color, black men, right? Black people, right? And he brags about it. He bragged about it then, don't brag about it now because he probably needs your vote. But what these young people are listening to has a gigantic effect
I agree.
Okay.
on what they're doing, especially when you listen to it high.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
Okay.
And now, to be quite honest with you, you ain't got to be high.
Right. You follow me? Right. So,
Some of the songs be having me going crazy.
Right,
like,
right.
oh,
but if how can some of this stuff be even played on radio?
yeah.
Right.
Bro, did we not have this conversation?
Right.
I could. What?
You can't honestly sit here and tell me
Yeah.
I can make a love song, right? Get no airplay.
Absolutely. Right.
But I could make me a song that takes all kind of pills and whatever, disrespect the woman on the highest level and get the most airplay.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I heard Tank, the R&B singer Tank, say this. He said the industry is afraid of black love.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
the reason
I
why
put
he
that up there
said-
with black intelligence.
Yeah, he said they're afraid of black love. He said the same example I just said. You could do all this. Yeah, I'm taking pills. I'm doing this. Put something in your drink and all that. And we gonna get all the airplay. You're gonna make money. You're gonna get rich off that. But let me put out a love song.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get no,
No, not at
airplay
all.
off that.
But think about this, for example, right? There's a young lady who is 100% a functional illiterate by the name of Sexy Red, whose music is the most repulsive music
go.
I've ever heard in my life. It ain't music, right?
Right.
Okay? You heard of Sexy Red?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you see what she just tried to do?
I know what, okay?
Same thing.
What, with MLK, right?
No, she just tried to do a remake of Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah,
song.
Michael Jackson, right. But let me just say this. So you take Sexy Red.
You must got a sensor or something going
Yeah,
on.
so I'm going. So you take Sexy Red, right? And you look at Sexy Red, her lipstick line is selling. I don't know if you know the colors of her lipstick line.
Nah.
Gonorrhea green.
Stop it.
No, I'm very serious.
Are you serious?
No, 100%. She's
Wow.
got gonorrhea green. She's got a bunch of nasty stuff,
my
right?
goodness.
And go look at her team. Not one of us,
Wow.
okay? she's an op.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is this is what this is about.
It's a stage,
Yeah,
bro.
they're
Where
plants.
people are gonna wake up.
They're
nigga,
plants,
it's a stage.
right?
Yeah.
And if you look at who's behind it, so let's get back to the shootings, right? I'm from Chicago, South Side Chicago, my whole life, right? And the mindset of these young people is they ain't gonna live anyway, right?
Right.
And then you got these rappers who live these fake ass lives who got them thinking they real G's or something.
Right.
Okay, and they driving their kids to school in a minivan every morning.
Right.
Okay, and then put on a costume.
It's bad, bro.
Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah, and the white guy's like, yeah, I got him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just think there's a crisis,
Right.
and there's a crisis of miseducation. This is driving them to jail.
Right.
The jail, look, every private prison in America that is funded by a state, they have an occupancy rate that they have to adhere to. Okay? And the private prisons in this country are making more money. You go look at CCA, used to be CCA, Corrections Corporation of America. They changed the name to Core Civic now. Go look at what they're traded at.
Wow.
And it's packed.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. You got to get to the basis of that. And then we put people in charge who look like us, who are already gone.
So that's a good point that you bring up. What do you feel like we should be doing on a local level and a government level? So let's speak first from our local leaders.
Okay, like the local leaders.
Yeah, what should we be doing? What should the local
What
leaders
we shouldn't do is vote for Jerry Dimmings for governor. We definitely shouldn't do that. We definitely shouldn't do that. That's a joke in itself. Just cut it out. Like, you know what? As black people, what are we doing, right? What are we doing, right? This guy jumps into a governor's race. Look, Andrew Gillum, you don't have to like Andrew Gillum, but Andrew was articulate, he was quick, okay, he was well-liked. Don't nobody in the Panhandle. That's my audience. I was that dude in the Panhandle Monday through Friday. You know this, okay?
right,
From 10 to 2.
Yep.
Them people don't know who that is.
Yeah.
So why would you do this? You're almost 70. If you're not 70, you got a good life. You got a bunch of pension money. Why would you say, I want to be the governor of Florida? Let me explain something to you about people about the state of Florida. The state of Florida, the biggest money bag in the state of Florida, political contributions come from the Jewish community, right? The Jewish community, South Florida, Palm Beach. They write giant checks, right?
They big. In
Florida had one Jewish governor in the history of Florida, 34 to 36. That ain't even gonna happen, right? You had two who ran against Gillum, Green and Levine, who wrote their own checks.
Right.
They couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Listen to me. We won't ever have a black governor unless it's this dude right now, Byron Donald, who is being supported heavily. And I want black people to take your party hat off if you really just want to say the truth about it and just say, at what point are we going to have somebody who win, who look like us, that we ain't got no relationship with again? Right. We keep doing it.
Right. Yeah.
We should, okay, somebody got to get in. Can somebody be in that circle?
Right.
We keep doing it, and then they have no obligation to us.
Right.
Because we didn't help them.
Right.
So, listen, Jerry Dimmings, local? No, I wouldn't vote for Jerry Dimmings at all.
Right.
Hell no. And I know it, right? I know it. Somebody gonna tell him, but he know better. He know me. We good. Me and Jerry good. I like Val. We good. We went to church together. We went to St. Mark.
St. Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Amen.
Right.
We good, though.
Bruton Boulevard.
I'm not voting for him at all.
So
I'll tell you right now.
So I'm a firm believer in grew up in church, and I grew up in the era where churches was a big part of our community, and now I have seen them pull away from any community type of stuff. What do you feel
You got
like
church
the
hurt.
churches
You
should
got
be
church
doing?
hurt, don't you? Me too, dog. I got church hurt too. I got church. Okay.
What do you feel like the churches should be doing?
I think the black church has been infiltrated to such an extent
Say it again.
that it
Come on, say it again.
Say it
that
again.
is almost impossible, right? To fix. Okay, we need a whole revamp. Okay, now I can tell you what else is happening in the black community that's not happening anywhere else. The level of people who suffer from church brain, okay? You know, I'm telling you right now, right? Church brain is a problem, right? Okay? So I think the level of people that in the black community that suffer from church brain is frightening. But the black church the church that we grew up in that had accountability
Correct,
and
correct,
responsibility,
Very different.
right?
Right. Yeah.
Is a
Very
rap,
different.
right?
Right.
We got homosexual sissies, okay, that we know are homosexual sissies, okay, leading church congregations, right? All right, I'm just, I don't mean no harm, okay? But think about this, right? Donnie gay-ass McClurkin, okay, just came out the other day and pretty much said, yeah, I was, okay, after being in denial. And so my concern is this. If you're sitting in front of somebody that closed the doors and say, y'all ain't leaving till y'all hit me off. We just saw that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then you got people like Bishop T.D. Jakes, man. Y'all, we need to pray for pray for Bishop, because Bishop got some things he's dealing with in his life. The problem is the black church. The mega church killed the black community. Okay? There is nothing worse that happened to the black community than the mega church.
Wow.
So the black church is not what it used to be. Gone out of day of guys like my granddaddy and them, my uncle and them. They'd be like, yo, Deacon Johnson, we going to holler at you in the back.
Yeah.
You need to leave that lady alone before we put your ass out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now it's like, you know, there's no accountability.
Right.
When I met you, young man, if I can talk about this.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I took my crew to cover a story at a black church where a pastor had put his hands and spanked somebody else's kids at a school that he was not even the administrator of. He had no business even doing that.
Right.
And the Negro community, which I so often am ashamed of, okay? Okay, let's be clear, all right? They supported this dude and came up with all kind of nonsensical reasons why it was okay for this pastor to spank somebody else's child.
Right.
No, dog, stay in your lane, man.
In your lane.
Yeah, so man, I'm still looking for a church home right now.
That's right.
I got church hurt. I ain't gonna even lie. I got church hurt. It's bad too.
This will be my last question.
Sorry about that, boy.
So, like you say, like everyday citizens, because I do consider myself to be a good role model of my.
No, sir. You're an activist.
Yeah.
Not an actorvist.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to
That's
separate.
That's right.
I saw you out there.
That's right.
As an activist.
That's right.
But we got some activists too. You know what I mean? Camera, lights, action, camera.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, man.
Yeah. So what would you tell someone that realistically want to be in that role? How would they implement themselves?
I just go with your heart, man.
Yeah.
Believe in your situation, whatever you're standing for, but be knowledgeable of the situation.
Right.
Sometimes we run out and then we don't have all the information.
Right.
So when
Your
somebody
homework.
Absolutely, am I right?
Yeah.
And so when they start, it's nothing like seeing the TV news show up and somebody out there marching up and down the street and they say, hey, what do you think of the situation?
Yeah.
And they don't know nothing about the situation, right?
Right.
No, my friend brought me. I came with my friend.
I'm just
Do your homework.
Do your homework. So that's all I can say. Do your
Okay.
homework. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you, man. We got a segment we call at the end of our show, man. We call it Fired in the Hole, man. So
Okay.
we gonna ask you some Black history questions because you read it knowledgeable because you say books don't bite. I learned that. I'm gonna use that, man. If you don't mind, brother.
Books don't bite.
So we
That's
ask
a
you for a
shirt.
question.
Wait. Before you go into that, bro,
Uh-huh.
I just want to say your knowledge has been very helpful to my understanding.
Thank you, my friend.
And
Yeah.
it kind of like just put the nail on the coffin for me because everything you were saying, I have been saying.
But be comfortable saying it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like, bro, to all our viewers out there, just do your research.
Do your
man.
research.
Do
Absolutely.
your
Absolutely.
research
That is
Diligence,
key.
for sure.
Yeah.
and pay attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Do your research, pay attention, and wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just do that. Because, a lot of people say we got old souls. A lot of people got old souls. How we been before? You know what I'm saying? Bro, we know certain stuff at an early age. We don't know why we know certain stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
That's because we been here before, dog. Like the ancestors or whatever, however they do all that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
But do your research.
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Yes.
And pay attention.
Absolutely.
that's the message I want to give to our viewers, man. And I appreciate you so much for
thank
like
you, man.
actually
Thank you.
putting it
One
out
time
there.
for Don Miller on the show with us tonight, man.
Bringing me,
For
man.
sure.
I appreciate y'all
Man,
letting
we
me come
appreciate
over
you,
here.
man. We definitely appreciate
Even though
you,
I
man.
wanted some reels.
We got you. We got you for sure. We got you.
Bro.
Hey, so we want to end the segment because we're getting close to time, man. We're gonna give you some quick fire trivia questions, man. If we put you on the grill, just say pass.
He,
All right?
hey,
come on,
hey,
man.
he answered
think-
all
I
of them
think-
already. Did he get the show notes? All right.
I didn't see the show
He didn't
notes,
see
but
no
go
show
ahead.
notes at all, man. He
go.
just nodded, man. Hey, so who founded Negro History Week? We already covered that.
Yep, George Washington Carver.
All right. What year was the Civil Rights Act?
1964.
Man, this brother almost five.
After 18 hours initially of filibuster by Al Gore's dad, Senator Gore from Tennessee, who was a Democrat who filibustered the Civil Rights Act.
Okay.
Always remember that.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Who was the first black woman elected to Congress?
Shirley Chisholm, who was an amazing woman from New York, elected to Congress, and she moved to Palm Coast, Florida, where she passed away many years ago.
Brother on fire, man.
But I'm telling you, I'm trying to stick him. I'm trying to
Oh,
get
he's
him.
on fire.
Take your time. Hey, you got everything you want.
Yeah, you got what you need, right?
Take your time. Yeah, you got everything you want, bro.
Okay, let me see if I got you on this. Who became the first black billionaire in American history?
Okay, many people say the first black billionaire in America was Robert Johnson when he sold BET, okay, in a giant deal many years ago. But the actual first black billionaire was a guy by the name of Don Barton from Detroit, Michigan, who had the entire half of Detroit when cable became the new thing back in the 80s. So Don Barton, who later bought Fitzgerald's Casino, the first black man to own a casino in Vegas.
Wow.
Okay, so go read about Don Barton. But Bob Johnson is the name we all know because it was recent.
Okay.
That's what's up. Last but not least, what Florida city is known for the 1920 massacre?
Okay, you're going to say Ocoee, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all having me, man. I really appreciate you guys having
Yes,
me, man.
sir.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yes, sir. So was it a Koi?
Well, it was a COE on paper, but there were several Florida cities that happened in that didn't get media coverage.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. If you go remember Rosewood, I don't know if
Right,
you guys
yeah,
remember
Yeah,
Rosewood.
yes.
Okay,
Right,
but there
right.
were several other cities that happened, but Ocoee and Rosewood are the ones that we know about.
Okay.
Those are the ones that they decided to
Tell us
televise.
about. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
They say books don't bite. So
Yeah.
we gotta do some more reading.
Yeah, don't bite. That's right.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we want to appreciate all
Hold
our
on,
viewers.
wait, I'm sorry.
ahead.
Florida's a big place. There's a whole lot that's not put on paper that we don't know about.
Right.
But it takes the research to go find out about these
Absolutely.
things. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
when they point out Rosewood and all this stuff, like that's not only two cities in Florida.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
just wanted to point that out. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man. I make some noise one more time for our special guest, John Miller, the building man. Tonight wasn't about controversy, it was about conversation, man.
Absolutely.
We talked about voice, responsibility, leadership, ownership, and what it means to build our community.
Knowledge.
Black history is just not what names we celebrate. It's about discipline, accountability, what we choose to build moving forward. We appreciate you coming in tonight, man. If you can catch Don each and every Thursday?
Thursday night, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. And tell them how they can follow you. And
Follow me
everything
on
else.
all platforms, The Don Miller Show. Thursday night, 8 p.m., The Don Miller Show on YouTube, thedonmillershow.com. And true, all those, everywhere. Just put in The Don Miller Show. It'll pop up.
Absolutely. And you also got a merch shop too, right?
Yes, head over to the Don Miller Show website. We sell a bunch of stuff, bunch of merchandise.
Speaking of merch.
I wear a lot of crazy T-shirts.
We got merch.
We got merch.
Okay, y'all got me a
a
shirt.
shirt.
They got me some real.
Yes, sir. We got you
I'll take a shirt.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you so much.
I want to say thanks again for coming, man.
I
We
got on
really
this
appreciate you.
tight-ass t-shirt right now.
Like I said, every Thursday, catch Don Miller at 8 p.m., man. It's a very informative show, very entertaining.
Yes.
I look forward to every time.
Every Thursday.
I'm drinking and judging.
I'm locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Drinking and judging.
I'm locked in, man. But listen, man. This
Hey
one-
yo, I'm gonna tell you, this is my first time meet. This is my first time meeting
No,
you.
no,
second time.
no,
yeah.
Second time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really appreciate you.
I
dog.
appreciate
Yes, sir.
y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Hey,
So
hey.
when I see you at the rib truck, you got me.
Come on, dog. I'm gonna lay it down for you. hear?
Hey, for all my listeners who are watching, I don't know, I know some of my people are watching. Brothers in Arms Barbecue.
Yeah.
You can head over to the Facebook page and see where they're located. But I'm telling you, It's amazing. Y'all know how I am about food, but this is amazing food, and I appreciate you, man.
And I appreciate you for having us, man.
Phenomenal. We are, and I'm going to toot our own horn. We are phenomenal.
Yes, you are.
Phenomenal. We do our thing, and we do our best to please the customers. So.
Absolutely, man. We encourage y'all to lock in with us each and every Monday night. It's going down every Monday night at 8 p.m., man. Like, we like to bring good people to talk about the grill and the grind, man. Just off the muscle, and most importantly, we doing all the food. So we got you some food, man. We got what do you call the fellowship hall?
Fellowship
So we can talk about that
Said
church.
I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I.
So we can talk about some of that church.
Absolutely.
And listen, man, hey, each and every Monday y'all can check in with us, man. It's the Grill and Grind Show. Always remember it's about family fun, food, knowledge, and fellowship. Until next time, y'all be easy.
Peace.
Peace.